Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our channel. Now I'm going to report the latest new coronavirus epidemic real-time big data report. The data is updated to 14th of March 2020, 12:23 a.m. Beijing time. Now it's Beijing time 3 a.m. 18. Now let's have a look for the data in mainland China. We can see that the confirmed diagnosis number is 13,584 and the cumulative diagnosis number is 81,007. Suspected cases it's only 147. Cumulative data is cure cases 64,242 and existing severe cases 4,020. Cumulative death cases 3,181. We can see that in mainland China, the suspected cases dropped down to only 147, which is very low, which means the Chinese government is really doing the good thing because they control the virus to spread and control new cases. And we can see that the existing severe cases dropped to 4,020. But the cumulative death cases not growing as rapidly as the dropping of the severe cases, which means more severe cases patients have recovered or they uh, transmit from severe cases to normal cases or to light cases. So which means the situation in mainland China is getting better and better. Now let's have a look for the infection maps in mainland China. We can see that Hubei has 67,786 and other province has more than one cases are Hunan 1,018, Guangdong 1,356, Zhejiang 1,215, Henan 1,273. Other province has more than 100 cases are Heilongjiang 482 and Liaoning, Beijing、天津、山东、江苏、上海、山西、甘肃、陕西、安徽、福建、江西、重庆、四川、云南、贵州、广西 and Hainan. All these provinces has more than 100 cases. Okay, that's the infection maps of mainland China. If you like our channel, please make sure you click the subscribe button to subscribe to our channel. We'll give you an update as soon as possible. Now let's have a look for the new confirmed suspected cure and death trend lines in mainland China. We can see that the new diagnosis cases up to 12th of March, it's 11 number. Yeah, it's 11 cases. And the added suspected cases 33. Added cure cases 1,327 and the new death cases only 7. So we can see that the added cure cases is much higher than the new death cases, which means probably Chinese government, the medical system have already found a right way to treat patients because more people discharged from the hospital, fewer people die with this new coronavirus. So the death number is only 7, less than 10, so which is really good. Okay, now let's move on to the new confirmed cases nationwide Hubei and non-Hubei province. We can see that Hubei nationwide 11 cases, Hubei is 5 and non-Hubei province 6. And many of these cases are from out of China, which means they are import cases, not domestic cases. Okay, that's the new confirmed cases and nationwide non-Hubei and non-Hubei province. Now let's move on to have a look for specific province and cities data. We can see that Hubei province has overall 67,786 cases, cumulative diagnosis cases, and 51,565 people discharged, 3,060 people died with this new coronavirus. There is no doubt that the most severe city is Wuhan, which has 49,991, cure cases 35,197, and death cases 2,436. I'm not going to report all the other cities. If you are interested, you can just pause this video and then have a look by yourself. Let's move on to see the data out of Hubei province. We can see that Guangdong has 1,356 cumulative diagnosis cases, 1,296 people discharged, 8 people died. And let's have a look for Beijing. Beijing has 436 cumulative diagnosis cases, 342 people discharged, 8 people died. Shanghai has 346 cumulative diagnosis, 324 people discharged, 3 people died. And let's have a look for Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan. Hong Kong has 134 cumulative diagnoses, 77 people discharged, 4 people died. And Taiwan has 50 cumulative diagnoses, 20 people discharged, 1 people died. We can see that Taiwan has 1 people died with this new coronavirus, and Macau remained the same, 10 people already discharged. Okay, that's the overall data of the new coronavirus epidemic in mainland China. Now let's have a look for the data out of China. It's all over the world. We can see that the situation out of China is really bad, getting worse and worse day after day. We can see that the confirmed diagnosis cases is 49,897. The cumulative diagnosis number is 58,070. The cumulative cure cases 6,240 and the cumulative death cases 1,933. So almost 2,000 people already died with this new coronavirus, which is really bad. Okay, now let's move on to have a look for the new diagnosis strain at home means in China and abroad means out of China. We can see that domestic number, which means in China, is only 11 on 12th of March, but foreign number is 6,703, which means the situation out of China is getting very bad. And we can see the line here is growing up very sharp. Okay, now let's move on to have a look for specific data in different countries. Now let's have a look for Europe situations. We can see that in Europe, the cumulative diagnosis cases 32,812 and 1,543 people discharged from hospital. 1,245 people already died with this new coronavirus. With the most severe country is Italy, which has 15,385 cumulative diagnosis cases, 1,258 people discharged from hospital, but 1,016 people died with this new coronavirus. If we use 1,016 divided by this cumulative diagnosis number, 15,385, the death rate is more than 66. So, which is very high death rate in Italy. Remain the same. The reason behind probably because the population, the older population is very high in Italy, so more elderly people in Italy. Probably that's the reason why more people die in Italy. And Spain has 4,209 cumulative diagnosis cases, 189 people discharged, 120 people die with this new coronavirus. Germany has 3,117 and France has 2,876. Switzerland has 1,009. All the other countries have less than 1,000 confirmed cases. I'm not going to report them one by one. You can just pause this video to have a look if you are interested. Now let's move on to have a look for another continent, which is Asia. We can see that Asia, the cumulative diagnosis cases 22,713, 4,592 people discharged, and 634 people died with this new coronavirus. Iran is the most severe country in Asia, which has 11,364 cumulative diagnosis cases. 3,276 people discharged and 514 people died with this new coronavirus. Korea has 7,979 cumulative diagnosis cases, 510 people discharged, and 72 people died. And Japan has 1,422 cumulative diagnoses, 511 people discharged, 28 people died with this new coronavirus. But from the public media, we have a question mark about Japan's data. because the public media said Japan is not going to tax everyone. So we have a question mark here, but I'm not going to give any comments further than that. Okay, I'm not going to report all the other countries. You can just have a look by yourself. Okay, let's move on to see the data in North America. North America has overall 2,000 cumulative diagnosis number, 46 people discharged, 43 people died with this new coronavirus. The United States has 1,762 cumulative diagnosis cases, 31 people discharged, 41 people died. But again, two question marks in here because the United States, they are not going to report the exact data of every state. So two question marks in here from the public media. Canada has 158 cumulative diagnosis, 11 people discharged, 1 people died. One breaking news is that the Canada's Prime Minister's wife have already been confirmed diagnosed positive with this coronavirus, and the Prime Minister of Canada he's isolated himself for 14 days. So that's really sad and very shocked news. Okay, I'm not going to report all the other details here. Let's move on to have a look for South America. We can see that South America has overall 202 cumulative diagnoses, 2 people died. Brazil has 77 cumulative diagnoses, no people died, but the president of Brazil, same, diagnosed as positive. So hopefully he's okay. Okay, let's move on. We can say Africa has 8 new diagnosis cases, 178 cumulative diagnoses, 33 people discharged, 6 people died. And Oceania, 165 cumulative diagnoses, 26 people discharged, 3 people died. With the most severe countries, Australia, 159 people discharged, confirmed as positive. 26 people discharged, 3 people died. Many people live in Australia concerned about the government's reactions because they said probably the government's too slow. The government should stop. Big companies should stop stop all the schools immediately. Otherwise, the situations might getting worse and worse day after day. So hopefully the government can do something to protect people who live in Australia as well. Okay, that's the overall data all over the world about this new coronavirus. By 14th of March 2020, and the data is updated to 12:23 a.m. So once again, if you like our channel, please make sure to subscribe to our channel. We'll give you an update for this new coronavirus real-time big data as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Goodbye.